Children, today we will discuss heading D, action of alkalis on certain metals and their oxides. So the first side heading is action of alkalis on certain metals. So first we are going to discuss the reaction of metals with alkalis. Certain metals like zinc, aluminium and lead react with hot concentrated caustic alkalis like sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide to give the corresponding soluble salt and liberate hydrogen. So the important thing that metal with alkalis are forming soluble salt plus hydrogen gas. Okay students, so in this reaction, metals when reacting with alkalis displacing hydrogen gas and forming a soluble salt. So as you can see here, zinc with sodium hydroxide is forming a soluble salt, sodium zincate and hydrogen. Zinc with potassium hydroxide is again forming potassium zincate and hydrogen gas. Lead with sodium hydroxide forming sodium plumbite with hydrogen. Lead with potassium hydroxide forming potassium plumbite with hydrogen. Okay students, and the reaction of aluminium with alkali is somewhat special. Okay, as you can see here in this reaction that with alkali we are using water also in the side of reactant. Okay students, so you just keep in your mind always that when you are going to write the reaction of aluminium with alkalis, you will use a certain amount of water molecule, which is 2 molecule of water at the side of reaction to balance your reaction properly. Okay students, so this point is very important. Aluminium with sodium hydroxide forming sodium aluminate plus hydrogen, and aluminium with potassium hydroxide is forming potassium aluminate plus hydrogen. Okay students, the next heading is action of alkalis on oxide and hydroxide of certain metals. Oxides and hydroxides of zinc, aluminium and lead, that is zinc oxide, lead oxide, aluminium oxide, and hydroxides like zinc hydroxide, lead hydroxide and aluminium hydroxides are amphoteric in nature. So this point is very important. This point is very important. These metals, their oxides and hydroxides all are amphoteric in nature. All are amphoteric in nature. Why? Because these can react both acids and bases. So react with acid and bases forming salt and water. Okay students, so base should be alkalis. You all know that alkalis are strong base. So amphoteric oxide or hydroxide like zinc oxide, which is an amphoteric oxide, when reacts with sodium hydroxide forming sodium zincate plus water. And same way, so zinc hydroxide, which is an amphoteric hydroxide, is reacting with sodium hydroxide forming sodium zincate and water. Okay students, so these are the reactions in which a salt plus water is formed when amphoteric oxide or hydroxide are reacting with alkalis. Okay students, so you have to learn these all reactions thoroughly, and especially the reaction of aluminium with alkali. Okay, because we are using these water molecules in the side of reaction. In the rest of the reactions, these water molecules are not used. Okay, so always you have to remember this point of the difference of the reaction of aluminium with alkalis. Okay students, thank you.